Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. It has Regid. It has Regid because Chiamaka Ajere is here apologizing to Biafrans. According to him, you're gonna listen to that. Although most of you have listened to that, but I just want to react on it because I have something to say. I have something to say because I told you before now that it is better for you not to throw your weight in support of anybody. Remain neutral because these people are just picking fights for nothing. There's nothing to fight for. It's just that they're dragging posts and power, and you that don't know what is going on and how the whole thing started will venture into it and they will use it and settle that. Now he's here, okay, and he's apologizing. Yes, even though the apology is not all that authentic, it's just because I can feel some wounds in him. Even though wounds in the sense that he did not mention the people that have used their name to do some of videos and posts on social media. But he said if you ever mention your name in a way that you don't like, that he's sorry, which is a very, very good thing to see. Because I made it clear before that I preferred for them to come back. They need to come back together and talk than to expose themselves in the name of fighting for freedom. I don't want the video to be too long because one of the reasons why I decided not to side anybody or pick. It's not that I cannot feel what you guys are feeling or see what you guys are seeing. But if you venture into that fully, it simply means you are buying fuel for them to continue driving the nonsense vehicle they choose to drive. And the lady that most of them are trying to slander her name, that she have committed this and committed that, they are not even saying anything. She just mind her business. And the so-called people who should know better are the one always on social media. And I've made it clear before that Igbos are not Biafrans are not the people that you can buy their favor by talking or hosting space for 10, 11, 12, 13 hours. No. Be open to them, be truthful, consistently truthful, not yes today, tomorrow. No. If you want the people to stand for you, it is very simple, but you have to dedicate the time and prove to them that truly you deserve that support. Now that he's apologizing, most of you that are throwing your weight, oh, finance minister is right, oh, why did he sack this person, oh, why are you going to apologize to? The answer is no, right? Now, remember I made it clear also in one of my videos that even though we don't side anybody, but we can also tell you what is wrong and what is right. That most of them have, done something not good. Most of them have said something, made a mistake in one thing or another. That none of them are saint or holy. I even went as far as highlighting some of the mistakes, but I'm not gonna do that here on this video. But the only thing you need to understand is that whether you are right or wrong, come back together and make peace. Yes, some of them have made mistake in the past, and repeating it again will be difficult to forgive. But the forgiveness is in hands of Biafrans, not in hands of an individual. Do you understand? And he made the point here, and that point is one of the reasons why I was fuming, because they themselves they don't understand the wounds they are creating in the minds of average Biafrans. Those of them that are in cabinet have nothing to lose because they have chance to see the truth, or to even communicate with people that can encourage them. Most Biafrans only relies on what they see on social media. When you upload a video, that's what they do. That's where the source come from, and which I'm not against it, but at least you that people follow or people see you as one of the cabinet member, hearing from you and listening or reading your post where you are sounding like you have been betrayed or something is so dangerous in the movement and all that. You broke people's hearts, and it is time for you to repair it, because I know how painful it is when I read most of their posts, and especially when you see the people from other camp laughing and jubilating and even predicting what they're gonna say next. And when you refresh your system, they're actually saying the same thing that those people are have predicted that they're gonna do, which is very very bad. So I will allow him to say what he wants to say, and please just bear with me because, like I said, I don't want it to be too long. Let us hear from Chamaka.
The love we have for Mazin Namdekan, we rejected that Biafra spirit. We already forgot. We're now fighting ourselves. We're not calling our names. And the people that have been fighting us, they now kept quiet and they're watching and they're looking. It's an experience that I'm not going to forget in a hurry, but it's an experience that will make us stronger. I want to tell you that we have erred. And if there's anything you must do this morning is to ask God to forgive you. If by any means I have attacked or called the name of my fellow warrior negatively, without respect, I ask for forgiveness.
Did you hear that? From the COS is a sabo. They send her for this, they send her for that. Because I watched even a program yesterday when unknown individual, not known, unknown individual, they were hosting space. Oh, that my mother, one guy, I tried to speak on that space, but they did not allow me to. They did not welcome me, meaning that they have chosen people that I want to speak in that space. Later, our broadcast, it was around maybe 2, 3 a.m. Biafran time. I came online to see what is going on, and one individual, I don't even know the person. I only know Kute Biafra was there watching. I mentioned Okute Biafra because he is another person that many people are disappointed on him because we see him as one of the people that actually, dedicated. But not that he's a sabo, don't because we often use the word sabo. He's not a sabo, he's just that misinformation have dealt with our people. But it is time to embrace everything and forge ahead. Biafran government will now filter what we want to filter, and for the sake of the movement, for the sake of our peace in our land. When I see news coming out from Biafran land, what is going on and how Fulani are not taking advantage of everything, I feel so bad, and so it is painful to see. But what can you do? Now they are the one who most of them are hosting space, defending what they don't even know. They don't even have anything. They're just that hearsay. I trust Mr. A and Mr. A say this. Like, okay, let me now go on space and add my own. Mia, you don't even know the motive behind what Mr. A is saying or doing. Okay, so Chiamaka to retract his steps is a very good thing. Now listen.
Because when you identify an enemy in the house, you can treat that enemy, but you don't need to fight your house. Because the enemy brings in what we call divide and rule. When you spot that enemy, focus on that enemy. Even if your brothers are fighting you, I don't need to bring my fellow brother on social media and begin to talk about him and begin to fight him and then ignore the number one enemy, which is Fulani.
You don't need to say you don't need. That's what you guys have done. I'm not here to criticize anybody, but we have to say the record straight. That's what you guys have done. COS will have not. She just mind her business, and the only person that she have mentioned is finance minister. And each time she want to address him, she use minister in Kera. Ogenkere. I have never hear any idiot to Mugu 419 and Sabo, all those things. So that does not mean that some of you are not bringing the dance of playing, dancing the dance of Sabo. But I'm not in position to label you anybody Sabo. Why? Because government is there, not me. Yeah. So people should understand that government is there, and if someone who is in government is getting it wrong, time will tell. The person regime will tell, and he's not gonna hide for anything. It's not that this is not a guide movement or secret court that you say okay you don't know what is playing out. We have seen this security that is going on now in our region, and now that we can sense insecurity and invaders, That is when the other people from the US are telling you that that after the arrest of Simon Ekpa, the current prime minister, that Anibo is non-peaceful. This is to tell you that what they called, insecurity in Igbo land is you protecting your land. As long as they are invading your land, that is not. It simply means that the land is there's there are no more invaders or insecurity. Makande now support. So people that are actually supporting the US are also making such mistakes. So you, after calling COS names, and the person that you calling that made you to call COS names is here telling you that he don't need to come on social media to do that. So what wouldn't you feel disappointed? uh you are not getting it right. So that is when I said don't join and remain neutral. This is one of the reasons, and I'm glad that Chemaka is setting the record now straight. But he's still more. He need to do more. He need to do more because, like, when you listen to this, his some of his word here, you still sense that he's still not totally remorseful, but probably he's sorry for a reason which I don't know, but time will tell.
which is Nigeria. You know, Man Simon Ekpa was able to identify the enemies within. He dealt with them and he talked about them, but he did not destroy the house. He was not adamant. He was not after pulling down the roof. No. And he had that capacity to handle the enemy within and without. It's not every one of us that have that capacity. So if you do not have that capacity, it is better you just focus on the enemy without. Leave those, as God have rearranged my subconscious now. Those that can handle.
This is when he admit that God have rearranged his subconsciousness. As God have rearranged my subconsciousness now. Now listen to that.
Better you just focus
Listen
on
again.
the enemy without. Leave those, as God have rearranged my subconscious now.
Did you get a point? So meaning that he admit that everything he have been doing is wrong. Do you understand? I give it to him. He have done it in the past. He's doing it again, admitting that he's wrong. It's only people who have the grace can do that. That's what US and many people in our land lack that, ability to accept that you are wrong and say that I'm sorry. I give it to Chamaka for that. I applaud him before. I'm going to applaud him again. But one thing he need to work on is this kind of running speed to judge or to make comment that you cannot control in the future, and you're making most of this things on video and and write up and all that. Like what Rebeju said, that when they were talking, that Chamaka told him that if did we obey Mazam Khan, meaning that you are trying to tell us that Samanekpa did not, Biafran Prime Minister refused to, that he's insubordinate, that he's insubordinate to Maze Namolekan, that he refused to take order from him. Therefore, you're not going. There's some comment that you make, it will come back to haunt you. These are things we need to work on, because I don't see any reason why people will, say something that you cannot control. And we need to know how to mind our business in some things. Now, listen.
Those that can handle the enemy within and without at the same time. It's not everybody that can do it. Those that can keep a clean straight, a clean face, a clean record, handling the enemies without, and then systematically identify the enemies within. Please, we have to be very, very vigilant and very smart. Before now, there are many things we have learned. I will not come here and tell you another thing. If I tell you another thing, you can reject it. Do you understand? You can reject it, but you don't need to destroy me, fight me, call me names.
Yeah, that one I can understand, but sorry, because sometimes you guys don't know the gravity of what you are doing. You don't know the level of what you are doing. You don't understand the weight of what you are putting out there. Okay, when I read Sonia Akbarawa's write up, sometimes I feel so shocked. He is the one of the even I expect this thing from, I expect Chimaka to fall to this kind of thing. I also expect I don't expect Sonia Akbarawa rather to be part. His own is the most surprising part of it. I don't know him in person, but watching them on social media, you think that this guy is cool-headed. He cannot, that kind of thing, but you never can tell. that goes to what I normally say, that nobody should trust anybody. Don't see anybody as a freedom fighter unless the person have received, or maybe their life have been threatened, or their place bounty, or they have find themselves in a prison or in jail or in exile. These are freedom fighters. But content creators and people making comment and being vocal does not mean that you're an activist. That's just the fact. Among all everybody from A to Z, even chief of staff today, I don't see her as a freedom fighter. She will work her way towards that. The number one person is Mazen Khan, and second by PM. These are people that you say that are fighting for freedom. I will say yes, with reasons, not by making hosting program 10 hours, 15 hours. No, like one, there was a time I was I was live streaming live. Somebody said that you guys are fighting. Thank you guys that you are fighting for us. That I said no. That we are saying what we are saying is for our people to know. Creating awareness doesn't mean that you are fighting, because when you check even Methuselah, all of them have activists on their profile, on their bio. In activists in that you just ordinary handcuff in their hand, like that proves they receive a threat of handcuff coming. Eh? They will put water in their bucket and bring their laptop and put inside. You see that activist will disappear immediately. That does not mean that you're a freedom fighter, please. And we need to learn how to different, because once you keep on hyping people fighting for you, they will be taking advantage of that. That's why some of them are now dragging power. That what I say must stand. Don't host fundraising. You say you have to host fundraising. That fund, I'm not against hosting fundraising, but it shouldn't be something that will bring quarrel between two brothers and sisters, between two brothers and two sisters in the family. That's not an excuse. And telling us that is the problem is makes you a suspect to me, because you shouldn't lie to the whole world that it's because of fundraising. Anyway.
But the names you call me, it makes me stronger anyway. But I want you to know that I will not hate you anymore for calling me those names. I won't hate you, because time will tell. You will still return back as my brother. You will still return back.
No, I don't like apology with the pride. No, 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 no. I don't like it. I'm not saying that people should not accept it, but at least sometimes learn how to apologize. Just like we did it in the past, apologize and forge ahead, and don't repeat what people have as Don't be like Honor Korobi. If they say that you are smoking, don't allow people to see cigarette in your hand. Anyway, my people, I'm not gonna play it again. Maybe you can watch it on X, but it's just a few seconds to end. Okay, let me play it to the end so that you will not feel cheated. For some of our brothers and sisters that are watching on YouTube,
as my sister that you are. You understand? But the only thing that will happen is that there are brothers and sisters that will not live together in the same roof, under the same roof, but they are brothers and sisters. So if eventually we end up like that we will not live in the same roof, but we are brothers and sisters, then we don't need to pull down our roof. Nothing will change. That roof will not fall down. But if you choose to follow the enemy and to sell the house, you will not succeed. The only thing is that you will alienate yourself from the family. Do you understand? Because we have lost that Biafra spirit. That spirit that makes us think, critical thinking. For somebody to come and bring you facts, truth, and then you will begin to fight that person instead of.
So that's the end of the video, my people. Thank you so much for your time, and please don't forget to like the video, comment, and tell me what you think about Jamaica have done here. God bless you.